Hello and welcome back. This is part 2 of the retrofitting the Android Auto to a Nissan QASHQAI J11. So we've run the cable round in the boot well. We've run the cable down, I won't take this out, but below here, and drilled a hole in the boot floor and ran the cable through for the camera, and then we screwed the camera to the bottom of the bumper. Just a couple of self tappers, just a couple of pilot holes, a couple of self tappers. The connection, if you go into this, take off this panel, it's held on with 3 plastic clips. Basically you slide this in and flick them off. There's one here at the bottom, 2, and there's one hidden up here behind this panel. Remove that, you'll get into the wiring, and inside the wiring, inside the wing, you'll see there's a plug, and that will be a plug for the trailer wires. What you need to find is the light green wire, and then the fittings on this side are spade connectors, sort of male spade connectors. So I've already done this. I put a male spade connector on there, connected up the wire, and then I've routed it back and joined it up with the cable around front to back. So you have the cable coming from there, but you link up with the reverse camera red wire, and then you connect those 2 wires to the wire that you did from the front to the back. I'll show you a bit more in a minute when I get to the front. Once you've connected up the wire, it's just a question of putting the clips back in. This is a clip that holds the rear panel on, so that goes back in there through the hole, and then just push the top in. The other 2 clips, these 2, and they just press in. And one more to go. I can find it, and there we go. That's all that back together. So basically that's this inside the boot bit done, all back together. And just replace the trim here. We removed 2 10mm bolts, one goes in there and one goes in there. Next job, we're going to pull the clips off the fascia and the radio. So basically these are the clips that hold the radio in. They fit here, so there's 3 down that side, there's 3 down this side, and there's 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 on the heater bit at the bottom. They just clip in like that. They are quite tight to get off. They've also got a bit of they dig into the plastic, so you need to put a screwdriver behind them and give them a flick, and they do all come off. I've put all mine off. There's a pile of them. They need to go onto the new radio. Okay, right, we're back in the car now. We've got our clips ready to put on, so they just press on like so. If I can get one in there, one-handed, like that. And we're going to clip all those on. Once we've done that, we're just going to go through what the wiring is. There's the wire you need to connect to the reverse camera. So there's the wire that comes up from the back. This one's got camera written on it. So you need to connect the big one, the jack lead, to that, to the camera. Now this one here, it doesn't actually show you in the instructions where this goes, but I've worked out when it goes to the brown wire, which is, a lot of the wires are actually just loose, which I've taped together. They've actually just got plastic things on the end, blanking them off. None of those cables were the correct cables for the reverse camera. The cable is this one here, which I've had to splice into. So I've spliced into that, and it's the one where the fuse is. It's the brown wire. So if you just see there where the brown wire is, and I've chased into that, and that is the reverse camera wire. When you're done, replace the panels. They all just push back on. The stereo just pushes in. You don't need to use any of the screws or the bolts or these things. So there's no place for those to go. Although I say it's very light, so it probably doesn't need them. It probably just holds on the clips. So it's all pressed back in. The only thing you can do, which I haven't done, is you can probably drill a hole and put a slot in, so that becomes a part of a USB. I might do something in there later. I'll see how I go. To be honest with you, I don't mind it just hanging up onto the dashboard, and then you can connect your USB lead to it for your Android Auto. Just to show you if it works, I'll put the ignition on. Screen lights up. Put it into reverse, and there we go. One reverse camera with Android Auto. Job done. Thanks for watching.